Ready or not,
Here we come.
here we come. This is Ezra. I'm here with Ryan D. Downs this hour. We are also live online. All the socials, go to effectradio.com. You can find them there if you want to see my ugly mug, Ryan's much improved mug. Ryan, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you? I know God's in control. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Everything going on in the world. Everything. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. That's
Yeah.
my go-to verse.
That
I'm
giraffe
praying
that
because
just
I have
sneezed on a butterfly? God's
no
in control
idea.
of that.
Yep.
Do you know the butterfly theory, right?
Yes, the butterfly effect.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie?
No, I saw Jurassic
I-
Park and that got the point across.
The butterfly effect. It has Ashton Kutcher in it. I'm not promoting him or the movie, but it is a very, very cool movie.
You know the first movie I ever saw with Ashton Kutcher in it?
Who? What? Dude, Where's My Car?
No.
Oh. Have
Open
you ever seen that?
Season.
Open Season. Wow. Doesn't that have
That's a
Sean
deep
William
cut, right?
Scott?
I have no idea who else is in it.
I think it's Sean William Scott.
Playing who?
I need to look at it. Oh, is it? Wait. It's a cartoon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Never mind. Not the same thing that I
Yeah,
was
he
thinking
plays
of.
like a wimpy deer in the cartoon.
Okay, nope, I have never seen that.
Okay.
I like old cartoons.
Old cartoons are fun, yeah.
I like Scooby-Doo, the original from the 60s before I was born, and the 70s. I love Looney Tunes, the originals again.
Looney Tunes is great.
I do like Tiny Toons Adventures.
That is a deep cut,
remember?
Ryan, yeah.
I like that because it's kind of it's kind
fun,
of
yeah.
it's kind of reminiscent of Looney Tunes. So
You know that's how Nimrod became synonymous with idiot,
really,
was Bugs Bunny.
really,
He called Elmer Fudd a
because
Nimrod.
Nimrod is a biblical name.
Yeah, he was the great hunter who started the Tower of Babel,
Yes.
right? So he calls Elmer Fudd Nimrod, like making fun of his hunting skill, but no one got the joke, and everyone thought it was just a creative way to say idiot.
Well, I since I've been reading my Bible, I see Nimrod in there, and I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever used the word Nimrod.
Which I'm pretty
I've
sure
read
means
it.
that Bugs Bunny is officially part of God's plan, because 2,000 years later, he managed to discredit this guy completely.
Everything is
Or
working.
not even like 6,000 years later, something like that.
I about 5,000 to 6,000. You're right.
Time is weird like that.
I don't even get me started on time. I
Okay,
know.
I'll do
Okay,
one for
so
you.
Wednesday we did the show.
We did.
You and I did our morning show like we do, and later during To Every Man an Answer in the other studio, Pastor Mike said, "Hey, welcome to Every Man an Answer on this beautiful Tuesday." And I was like, and you were, no, you were coaching him. You're like, no, it's Wednesday. It's
Yeah.
Wednesday. And
No,
I'm like,
everyone was having trouble with Wednesday.
I don't
know why.
It was like I went from knowing it was Wednesday till thinking that yeah, it was Tuesday. What is the deal?
I don't know. I really
Because
don't know.
I was Googling why time seems to have gone. Time has sped up for me the last 2.5 years. I know that it has sped up for me, and I was Googling it, and the answer that came up is that Jesus is putting it on my heart that his approach is getting nearer.
That doesn't quite make sense to me, but okay.
I don't know how to explain it, but it was saying that Jesus is putting it in our hearts that the time is almost up for him to come.
Well, see,
to take us.
the best
And I'm not-
explanation I've
I'm
seen for that
not-
kind of time dilation, like
It's because we get used to it.
exactly.
Yes.
You're too
It's-
stuck in your habits.
And we were used to the passage of time. The thing is, though, is I don't know how to even explain it's hard to know what's going on in my mind. God knows. I just ask him to deal with my mind because I have no idea. But 2.5 years have flown by like a second to me, and it's in my mind.
Well, maybe you need to get out of some habits, Ryan.
What do I do?
New things.
I don't have time.
Well, you stop doing some old things, and you start doing some new things.
So, do I get a new job? What do I do? I
No,
mean,
like
serious.
you spend a lot of time at the gym, right?
I work out 3 hours a day, and I don't spend all that time there. I start out reading my Bible while I'm riding my bike. I
Sure.
jog around the neighborhood. I didn't do it today because I was like,
You might
what? I
not
don't
need to
have
do
time.
like every day, right?
Well,
Cut out like 1 or 2 days a week and spend that time painting or something. Turn on some Bob Ross videos.
I would. Oh, you know what? Those put me to sleep. Those put me to sleep in high school. Sundays. That was a day of rest. It was a day of rest.
Well, put on some Bob Ross videos and get some sleep then. Maybe that'll help.
Let's get back into the music because I've been talking quite a bit about time, the passage of time.
Well, it's Austin French right now. Yeah. Born Again. It's here on The Effect.
Speaking of Time After Time by Relient K, but it's okay. No, it's no big deal.
Do we have that in the library?
Yes. I played it yesterday for Totally Throwback Thursday.
I'll go find it then.
It's really, you'll find it.
All right, there we go. There you go. I've only got time after time I've spoken. All right, it's okay.
It's on our socials.
I needed to cut that.
Oh, were we still on?
No, we weren't still on, but I was sending music to the YouTube.
Oh.
Which could cause a copyright strike. Hello, Jason. Yes, Tiny Toons was pretty fun. We had a
Jason Pittman.
We had a DVD back when I was a kid that we got from the Cracker Barrel that had the Tiny Toons.
See, and I have a lot. Hi, Jason and Diana.
Actually, Ryan, can you take a look at the Facebook side for me?
Right now?
Yeah.
I don't have Facebook. Remember, I changed my Facebook
Can you watch
passcode?
Instagram then?
Yes.
Could you do that?
Do you want me to?
Yeah, because I can only watch YouTube at a time.
You can only do one social media at a time?
I can only watch the YouTube chat. Instagram and Facebook are both spotty for me because Facebook's bad at things.
Are we also on TikTok?
No, not TikTok.
You said all. Are we on Snapchat?
Does Snapchat have a live feature?
Are we on it?
If it exists, no. I have no idea if that's a thing.
You said all social media, so I was just assuming. And when you assume, you make a donkey out of you and I.
No, what I'd like to do is I'd like to get on Twitch and just kind of speed run getting us banned on Twitch. That would be fun.
Yeah, I don't.
Twitch is the gaming live streaming site. Where the only politics they allow are like the super radical terrorist supporters. That's not even a joke, by the way. The biggest politics creator on Twitch is a guy named Hassan, and all he does is talk about how much he likes terrorists. That's his whole thing. He's having a meltdown this morning over the Israel strikes. It's great.
Good.
It's one of the funniest things to me.
That is good. Good. You know what?
I know kids said we got past all the politics stuff, but something I was saving for this hour.
Okay. Yeah.
So my Twitter, because I am a bit of a politico.
Am I going to Effect Radio? Is that it?
The Effect Radio Instagram. Yeah, you should be able to find us.
The Effect Radio or...
I don't know if
there
it's
it is. Now it's live. It says it's live now.
Okay, you found it. Very good.
Okay.
So because I'm a political guy, my Twitter is full of politics.
That's what I need to.
And that means there's a lot of just flagrant anti-Semites that pop up on my feed. And I like trolling them. It's fun. But watching them all cry today because Israel had the gall to take out nuclear weapons, it's hilarious and I love it.
Yeah.
It's a good measuring stick. When all the people who hate God are upset, that usually means something good happened.
It irritates. It puts me in a state of irritation, and God's working on me. I know that, but I just...
See, I get past the irritation, and I start getting into a flow state of trolling. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Trump has been having a great day trolling. He was asked earlier if the Iran talks would restart. He's like, well, we're going to keep trying, but it won't be with the same people.
Oh, cool.
So he's having a fun day, which is good for him.
Good.
Yeah. I like it. It's fun stuff.
I just keep praying for Israel, the peace in Israel. When I get up in the middle of the night and I have a bunch of different new nootropics, a lot of stuff that I take, and there's something that it's called, I don't know, it's something, it's a thing in a shaker bottle that I take at night. It puts me to sleep within probably 2 minutes.
Is it chloroform?
Yes. It's my own date drug for myself to get me to go to sleep. No, and I'm not joking about that. Please forgive me. I'm not.
That's not even what you use chloroform for.
chloroform
Yeah.
to
Yeah, you put it on the rag. Yeah.
to get
No,
people.
no. That's it just knocks people out. It's like a spy thing.
Yeah, it's all in the
It's like Tom
movies.
Cruise would use it. Yeah.
Yes.
I saw the first 2 Mission Impossibles this last
That
weekend.
I recommended you to too.
Yes.
Did you see the really cool phone that he had in the first one?
I did. It
I
is
had
a
that
really
phone.
cool phone.
Okay, I actually had it in burled wood. Was it burled wood?
I forget.
Mine was burled wood. What I have is I will try to bring it Monday. M&Ms. I will try to bring it Monday. It's in my upstairs living room, my messy living room, and what it is it's just the display case that was at Sears. It was the phone for the display model. And they were throwing them away, and I told Brandy Neerdales, the manager of Sears Brand Central back then, I was like, can I have this? He's like, yeah, take
It's
whatever
the
you
Mission
want.
Impossible phone. I need it.
I'm like, I really love this phone. I
Yeah.
mean, and he's like, it doesn't work. And I'm like, I know that. I just want to have it. And I still have it.
So I
40
saw the
years
first
later,
2 movies.
my
Yeah.
gosh, 30 years later.
And like I've always heard the joke that the Mission Impossible movies are just an excuse for Tom Cruise to do dangerous things.
Yeah.
You remember how the second movie starts?
I don't.
We're
haven't
going
seen
on.
them.
We'll talk about it on air.
Okay. Woohoo.
That was spoken time after time at request of Mr. Ryan D. Downs, who is across from me. Hello.
Oh, neat. Featuring Matt Baird. This is Ryan and Ezra.
So we were just talking. I saw the first 2 Mission Impossible movies over the weekend because I was stuck in a plane.
I enjoyed doing the show with you. It's fun.
Thank you, Ryan.
But I would like to be in here most Fridays.
We were
if you
talking
can.
about the joke where the Mission Impossible movies are just an excuse for Tom Cruise to do dangerous things. Do you remember how the second movie opens?
I don't.
The
'Cause I haven't
second
seen them
movie
since I saw them in
opens
the theater.
on like a 3-minute montage of Tom Cruise free climbing a massive rock face in the
Yeah,
middle of a
okay,
desert.
I remember that.
And it's just like,
I don't remember the specifics.
and when I say
Go
free
ahead.
climbing, like he doesn't have any gear. You can tell he's actually pretty high up. And it's just him free climbing this rock wall for 3 minutes, just doing impossible, crazy things.
that we think that he's actually doing, but he's probably...
Well, no, like that's how Tom Cruise does. Like one of the Mission Impossibles, he hangs on the outside of a plane, right?
Yeah.
He actually did that. He hung on the outside of a plane as it was taking off. And they got the take. This might be apocryphal, but this is a story. They got the take in 2 takes.
Oh my.
But he said, for safety, let's do it 6 times. And it's just Tom Cruise being an adrenaline junkie.
Wow.
You know what he did for the newest one?
He's really short. Go ahead.
I kid you not, he jumped out of a plane with a parachute rigged to explode. And they did that take like 10 times.
Next up, Death Wish by featuring Tom
He
Cruise.
just keeps doing it.
In a world.
In a world where there's no more danger.
Do you know that guy died a couple years ago? The guy that does that voice. In a world. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get his job. Please keep.
You would
his
do
family.
really good as the in a world guy.
I would love. I've been doing it since high school.
Yeah.
Even when I was a quiet kid, I was in a world.
In a world with no more danger.
In a world.
Tom Cruise finds the biggest building to jump off of.
Scientology.
And for some reason, there's something about a bioweapon.
Do you think I will get in trouble if I talk about Scientology? Are they?
Oh, you don't know about how litigious Scientology gets?
Will they?
If you talk bad about Scientology and you have any kind of reach, they'll like start combing through your personal life.
Scientology. You know, I was coming out of my agents back in 2006 in Burbank, California.
You got Scientology'd?
I did. I had someone with a notebook, and they were like, "Hey, you're an actor. Can I talk to you for a minute?" I'm like, "Sure." And they were talking, and they were showing. He showed me Tom Cruise wasn't the main photo. You would think it would be, but
They've actually like deprioritized him because he's so public.
because they know.
Because he's kind of a crazy
Everyone
guy.
knows.
Yeah.
He is insane. But Leah Remini was like one person that was on in that, and I'm like, oh,
We'll
and
talk about this online
Let's do
just
it.
for safety purposes.
Scientology.
But for right now, we got some more great music up next. It's Aaron Cole with Proof. It's right here on The Effect. This is Ezra.
With Ryan.
All right, we're back.
So Scientology.
Yeah.
So the person pulled me aside, and they're like, so are you interested in? I'm like, and I know I was still saved. God is
And at the
assured
time,
me
you
that.
were like wandering around. Yeah.
I was prodigal. I had just done CSI New York. I was in Heroes. I was like on the top of the world. And for someone to say, "You're an actor, I need to talk to you," I was like, of course.
Yeah,
No,
they get
so
your ego.
Yes, it was my and so, but I'm the same person that I was when I was 5. I'm just, I'm trying. I'm
There's
doing
a
my
Bo
best.
Burnham song
I'm
you
doing
would
my
love.
best to follow God, and I'm asking Him to lead me and guide me and everything. But anyway, so went over there, and they're like, "Hey, we'd like to talk to you at our Scientology Celebrity Center here in High." And you know the one that's the old hotel, the one that they always show.
Sure.
It's their showcase. It's their flagship Scientology building. It's in Hollywood. I went there, and it was so cool. I mean, it was cool to be there because I've
So
seen
how
it in
many
pictures.
thetans do you have?
How many what?
Thetans?
don't-
Isn't that the thing?
I don't know. This is the thing: is God has been protecting me my entire life, and they kept delaying my meeting. They kept delaying my meeting, and I was telling her, I was actually telling this woman on the sidewalk in front of my agent in Burbank, California, media capital of the world. I was like, I believe in God, and she's like, "Oh, you can be a Scientologist and believe in God," and I'm like, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "Yeah, there's a lot of people." Like Leah Remini believes in God. And I was like, "Oh, wow." I go, "Do you know her?" And she's like, "Yes, I do. I talked to her quite a bit." "Have you ever acted with her?" I'm like, "No, I haven't, but I love King of Queens." You remember that show?
I do not.
Oh my. Anyway, so yeah. Oh my. I can't believe how
But
old it
anyway,
is.
as
So,
far as the lengths they're willing to go to, do you remember when South Park did an episode on Scientology?
yes, I hate South Park.
South
I
Park-
really loathe South Park.
Understandable. Their episode on Scientology,
We're in Friday the 13th, sure, but it is Friday
almost
the
the
13th.
entire episode they did on Scientology is just them straight-faced explaining Scientology's beliefs.
And so
With a disclaimer at the bottom, this is what Scientology actually believes.
And so now they don't have South Park anymore because they ate them.
Well, no, so what happened was, so Matt and Trey, they're the guys who make South Park. The Scientologists were literally sending like investigators to rummage through their trash and find anything they could use to discredit these guys.
Wow.
Yeah. And they found nothing.
Come and rummage through my trash because I have a lot of trash.
They found nothing at all, which is the most surprising part to me because of how crude those guys are. You would think they have a skeleton or something. No?
Yeah. Oh, I know. You'd think. So I was at the Scientology Center. Just back to that. I'll try to wrap it up really quick.
Okay.
But I went there. I spent 2 hours there, and they kept saying, "I'm so sorry. We're running a little late." And I finally went, and I'm like, you know what? I can't do this. I think it's going against God, and I don't want to. "Oh, no. It's okay. We really want to." They were going to hook me up to a machine.
Yes.
Like I usually.
So what the Scientologists
And
do is
they hook me up to a computer,
Yeah.
and then they analyze and then you
they
have
measure
to take,
your thetan levels.
and you have to take their supplements for the rest of your life. And I was just like, oh wow. They had a bookstore.
Yeah.
Everything there.
For those of
And-
you who aren't perfectly aware, what they believe is that there was an ancient race of aliens
Yeah.
that were holocausted and their souls were trapped in a volcano in Hawaii. And eventually, when
Ron
apes
Hubbard.
evolved into humans,
Yeah.
the souls of the aliens, the dead aliens, they inhabited the proto-humans. And that's where all of our anxiety and everything comes from, is we're all possessed by
Oh my
ancient
gosh,
dead
Tom
aliens.
Hanks is here. I mean, what is it? What is
Tom
it?
Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Oh yeah, Tom Hanks, come in. No,
But that's the actual teaching of Scientology.
Mixed metaphors.
Yeah.
Huh. L. Ron Hubbard. Mm-hmm.
Who was a science fiction writer until he wasn't.
He's wow.
Yeah, he was a science fiction writer until he realized he could use his fan base as a cult.
And it's still going strong today.
Mm-hmm. And they think they have aliens in them.
Yeah. No, Tom Cruise is an alien. Wow.
No, he's too short
No,
to be
I
an
know,
alien.
I know. He's
Like he's at that correct height where he's too tall to be a little gray alien, and he's too short to be any other kind of alien.
Tom Cruise.
Yes.
Tom Cruise. Scientology. I just want them to come in. I want them
You
to
want
come
them to
in.
like break in with their SWAT team?
I want them to break in and maybe clean my house because I don't have time. I don't have time. I clean.
Like super helpful Mormons, but they're trying to
That would
like
be-
catch you,
Yes.
and they think you're just hiding under all the trash, and they
Yes.
start cleaning your house.
Please do come in. If you'd like to come over, it's free work. But if you'd like to come over and help me clean, that would be great. Tomorrow we'll do it.
Oh gosh, no, the Scientology stuff is always really funny to me
I was just interested in what it was.
because it's a really good like sci-fi novel, but it makes no sense as a religion.
I was interested in hearing more about it. And I called my grandpa and he's like, Ryan, I wish you wouldn't do that. I wish you wouldn't go. I'm like, I'm just going to see what it's like.
Yeah.
I go, remember the Book of Mormon that we have in our house. He's like, but I told you not to read that. And I'm like, and
similarly, great sci-fi story, terrible religion.
Oh my. God is a religion. That's it. The end.
So I get why people like to say that, but what is the definition of religion? Religion definitionally is man's attempts to draw closer to God.
Man has been attempting to try to reach God for over 2,000 years.
And so are we.
I know, but I'm not using it. I'm not trying to do all these works. Like, this is what I always like to suggest to people. Yes, it's not about works, but having the Holy Spirit in us, knowing that Jesus died for our sins, wanting to do God's will in our lives, we want it. It makes me want to go out and do works for God.
Well,
and I'm not. And I know
what
it's not
supposed to be.
I know it's not. My getting into heaven isn't reliant on that, and I know that. And in fact, I am almost in the other way. I'm like, Now I'm getting into my works-based thinking. Like, okay, I'm not doing enough for God. I'm not doing enough for God, and that's where I get busy. And I don't see. This is the thing: it's a never-ending cycle.
Well,
of anxiety
Ryan, we're about
for
to
me.
go back on, so why don't we just talk about this on the air?
You lead the way.
That was Winona Avenue. Move this town here on The Effect. This is Ezra. I'm here with Mr. Ryan D. Downs. And you're missing a great conversation about what the nature of religion is. And what I'll propose here briefly, Ryan.
I need you to direct me because I go off and
so not to argue and not to say like this is the last word on the subject or anything like that.
I'm open to God. So
but when we talk about religion, I think it's kind of counterproductive for the American church to say that it's not a religion. Because that just confuses people.
It does confuse people.
Because everyone kind of understands what the definition of religion is. It's man's attempts to draw closer to God.
Yeah. It's man's attempt to get into heaven.
And our attempt to get into heaven is by believing Christ.
Yes.
Right? So we are a religion. We are in a religion. And if we keep saying that it's not a religion to other people, they just get really confused. That's what I found personally. And then you have to re-explain the whole concept of religion without using the word, and you get to the same endpoint anyway. Yeah. That's where it comes out. So at least to me, it feels counterproductive. I get why people do it because they don't want to be associated with a lot of the cults that are around.
Exactly. And the other thing, I ask God to help me because I don't know what I'm doing. God, I have no idea what I'm doing. Help me to know your presence. Romans 12, 1 and 2. I pray that almost every morning. I'm not being like, oh, I'm sorry. No. I ask God because I'm 49. I haven't done well with my life. I mean, you know what I'm saying.
Of course.
God is in control, and he's making me less self-sufficient, making me more efficient at things, and he's trying to have me to rely on others. And it still is, I don't want to be a burden on anyone. Like right now, my truck. Travis is letting me use his car. I have 3 vehicles that I should have had fixed and running, but he's lending me his car.
That's nice.
And God, I told him no. He's like, no. And God's like, Ryan, let him bless you. And I'm like, it's hard. I don't want to be a burden on him.
Oh, I get you.
And I'm not trying to say anything. I need God to take over, and I need him. I need to know his presence. I need him to tell me, Ryan, I'm in control. You're not. He's causing stuff to happen in my life that I know that I'm not in control. And I still think I'm reluctant to a point, Ezra. I really do. Dr. Ezra. I'm going to.
Don't call me doctor. We already got the DJ Romeo bit. I can't be Doc Romeo.
But I need...
Actually, Doc Romeo sounds like a pretty dope name. Maybe we should do Doc Romeo.
It sounds like you need to have an 80s montage.
Right?
With that. Let's do that. Let's work
Doc
on an 80s
Romeo
montage.
and the Wheelman. And it's like my sidekick in a wheelchair.
What I'm saying is I need direction from God. And I need you to direct me. I've always had directors and producers say, Ryan, you're a really good actor. I'm not acting like I like Jesus. I love Jesus with my heart. But
I get what you're saying, man.
I've had directors and producers say, Ryan, you're a good actor, you just need an even better director. And I don't take direction well for myself. And the thing is I get irritated. And it's not at you, it's at me.
You know, Ryan, I just had an idea for a pretty fun game that I think we can do
really moved,
online. But for right now, I think we need to get some people, some more music. Up next, it's Remedy Drive with Heartbeat. It's right here on The Effect. This is Ezra.
And Ryan.
Okay. Excuse me.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have an idea. Ryan, you are an actor. Can you deliver a monologue?
I haven't. No, I cannot.
Just like off the top of your head.
I cannot, and it's one of the.
If I gave you a script.
You want me to remember? Oh, you want me to? I thought you wanted me to give a monologue right now. I've been.
Well, like if I gave you a script, could you read it dramatically?
Yeah.
Could you give me a dramatic reading? So let me find something here.
Okay.
Ryan, while I do this, what's your favorite monologue from like a classical play? You don't have to remember it. Just like, what is your favorite for like its part in the play? You know, you got like Hamlet, To Be or Not to Be, a lot of good stuff in that vein, right?
I am classically trained, but
yes,
I actually know how to fence.
Fencing, like the sword fighting.
Yeah, with your. I can't. I don't know how to do it anymore. But I was trained to fence for Shakespeare.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. You know, and this is the thing is like directors and producers have told me for my entire life, you need to have a monologue that you enjoy, that you know well, to give it any time. It's almost like we should be ready to give our account of Christ, our testimony anytime to anyone who asks, which I'm very good at. I can do that. I can give my testimony anytime. But the thing is I've been told, Ryan, you need to have a monologue at all times. And you just asked me, and I don't have one ready.
So I'm tempted to get you to read the Dr. Evil monologue and just like leave off the last sentence because that's where it gets really crude. Everything up to that, it's just funny.
Okay.
I've got it right here if you want it.
Are you going to text it to me?
Let me do that. Let me clip out the last sentence and then you can read it for us.
Well, you don't have to do that. Just I'll highlight it.
Okay, let me grab it for you.
You can airdrop it.
Yeah, just don't read the last sentence, which is where it goes too far.
Okay.
But you know Dr. Evil, right?
Yes.
Don't do Dr. Evil. Don't do like a voice.
No? Okay.
Just do it however you want to do the monologue.
Oh, you didn't airdrop it.
No, I texted it to you.
Oh, wow. That is okay. So do you just want me to read it?
Do you want me to like go first and give you an idea of what I'm looking for?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is the Dr. Evil. This is a part of the Dr. Evil monologue. Let me see. How do I don't want to do this as Dr. Evil. I want to do this as like a silly character of my own. The details of my life are quite inconsequential. Very well, where do I begin? My father was a relentlessly self-improving boulangerie loner. I can't read that word.
Boulangerie?
I don't know. From Belgium with low-grade narcolepsy and a penchant for buggery. My mother was a 15-year-old French prostitute named Chloe with webbed feet. My father would womanize. He would drink. He would make outrageous claims like he invented the question mark. Sometimes he would accuse chestnuts of being lazy. You get what I'm going for?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, give me what you got, Ryan. You're the actor.
Okay, give me a sec.
Collect your thoughts. Get yourself a funny little character together.
Not going to be funny.
No, you're going to take this completely seriously?
Yeah. Oh, the details of my...
Don't overthink it. Just deliver. Just deliver.
The details of my life are quite inconsequential, Ezra. Very well. Where do I begin? My father, he was a relentlessly self-improving boulangerie owner from Belgium with low-grade narcolepsy and a penchant for buggery. My mother My mother, she was a 15-year-old French prostitute named Chloe with webbed feet. I'm sorry I'm going too much into this, but my father, he would womanize, he would drink incessantly. He would make outrageous claims like he invented the question mark. Why did he do that? Sometimes he would accuse chestnuts of being lazy. A sort of general malaise that only the genius possess in the insane lament. My childhood was typical. Summers, in Rangoon. Luge lessons. Yeah. In the spring, we'd make beat helmets. When I was insolent, I was placed in a burlap bag and beaten with reeds. Pretty standard, really. At the age of 12, I received my first scribe. At the age of 14...
Okay, we'll cut you there, Ryan. That was impressive. Are you actually crying?
I was starting to.
Like you can cry on command?
I have to. I was. What I do is I think of like my grandpa or someone that I miss, and my mind's always going. So yeah.
That was actually really impressive.
And I thought I messed it up. I botched it all up. I wasn't doing it.
You were a little rocky at the start.
Yeah.
But you really caught it like halfway through for like a dramatic reading of that silly little monologue.
The thing is I believe that I'm the person.
Yeah.
And I try to do a backstory. Like when I was in a movie, an independent film.
You have backstories? No.
No, I to get into it, and I asked a director one time for this movie that I was in. I was like, "So what's this character? What's Rodney's last name? Mm-hmm. We don't have a last name for Rodney." I'm like, "Okay, so where did he grow up?"
And you did do a little improv in there too.
I've been trained. So if you're out there and you want to cast me in a movie, please, I need help.
Yeah.
No, I asked this producer / director, I was like, what's his last name? Well, we didn't write a last name. Where did he grow up?
What's my motivation?
I'm like, what is his backstory? Well, we don't really have one. I'm like, can I create one? And I did. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, I it's all in my mind. I believe that I'm that person.
Yeah. How long were you on screen for that character?
Oh, it was a short film. It went to Sundance. I think it won an award, but I've never heard anything from it.
Oh, nice.
It was called Peter Plum, and if you're out there and you've seen it, please let me know if I can get my award. No, I don't. I was a supporting role, but okay. I think it was a 54-minute short film.
Okay.
And I have a copy of it somewhere.
Well, you call that a short film, but that's the run length of the feature length Care Bear movie.
Really? Serious?
I think so.
Wow.
Did you ever see I had both Care Bear movies when I was a kid, and this is a wild non sequitur. Did you ever watch them?
No.
Do you know what
didn't
the first movie is about?
The Care Bears, even when I was a little kid. No, I don't.
The first movie is about an evil magic book that possesses a kid and tries to kill all the Care Bears. The kid dies, and he has to be resurrected by the Care Bears.
My. What a weird... That's the movie?
That's the movie!
That's the movie.
That's the movie.
I had no idea.
It's amazing. It's like way too dark for a kid.
Oh my. No, I didn't ever watch it because I hated the show when
we're back on.
Ooh.
That was Manifest Glitch in the Matrix here on The Effect. And you just missed Ryan giving an impressively serious reading
and I don't think it was that good.
Dr. Evil monologue.
I don't think it was that good, but
it was pretty good.
Thank you.
It was pretty good, Ryan.
I didn't have much time.
Like off the top of your head, you made Dr. Evil sound like an actual like tragic figure instead of just a weird bald guy with laser beams.
And see, this is the thing is I was telling you.
And you're halfway there, by the way.
Yeah, I am.
We just need to get you some laser beams.
What's the correct sound for that? I put myself in, for me as an actor, mm-hmm. I have to do a backstory. I have to have, what is this person about? Because I know Dr. Evil.
I kind of want to give you a serious monologue and see how silly you can make it.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going to give you the Independence Day monologue
Okay.
next. You know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
We will not go quietly into the night. This is our Independence Day.
Okay.
That, like, wasn't Bill Pullman mostly a comedy actor in his prime? That was a surprisingly serious role for him.
He did a lot of teenage movies in the 80s, and he was
I know him for two films, Spaceballs and Independence Day.
He was a bully type guy. He was like he was always in, like, I don't know if it was in this movie. I don't know if he was in this movie, but Pretty in Pink, those type of movies.
Okay.
He was like The Breakfast Club. I don't think he was in The Breakfast Club, but he was in those types of movies from the 80s. Pretty in Pink.
Okay, I get you.
Psychedelic Furs. I love that song. So yeah, and I don't think he's with us anymore, is he? Bill Pullman.
No, he's still around. He's coming back for Spaceballs 2, The Quest for More Money.
I thought
which is not a joke. That's happening.
Died.
Nah, he's around. He's going to be in Spaceballs 2, and the rumor is his son is also going to be in Spaceballs 2.
This is so weird. This is the Mandela effect with me right now. I'm not saying it's real, but I'm pretty sure that I know that Bill Pullman.
He is very much alive.
How nuts.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to the interwebs, and you're going to give me your best silly impression of the Independence Day monologue.
Jesus, please help me.
And then I'm going to do a serious version. We're going to flip the script.
Okay.
How does that sound, Ryan?
Good.
That sounds good? Okay. All right. But for right now, some more music for you. It's Gladden with Summer Break. It's right here on The Effect. This is Ezra.
Ryan.
Okay. So you'll go first this time. You've got the Independence Day monologue in front of you.
Do I?
And just try to make it silly as much as you can. Whenever you're ready, Ryan.
Okay. Good morning. In less than an hour, aircraft from here will join others from around the world, and you will be watching the greatest aerial battle in this history of mankind. Mankind, that word should have new meaning for all of us today. You know what I'm saying over there, Mr. Harris. We can't be consumed by our petty differences anymore. We will be united in our common interest. You know what I'm talking about. Perhaps it's fate that today is the 4th of July. And you will once again be fighting for our freedom, not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from annihilation. We're fighting for our right to live, to exist. Yes. And should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday per se, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will vanish without a fight. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today we celebrate our Independence Day.
I like the part where it's like he's reading off a note card and he's messing it up.
Yeah, I totally messed it up. I was acting like I was on a teleprompter, which I have my teleprompter machine.
That wasn't bad. That was not bad, Ryan. It got a couple. I did not expect you to get a laugh out of me for that one.
Really? Well, I'm glad.
Because this is a very serious monologue.
It is. I remember it.
Yeah.
In the theater.
Okay, my turn then. My turn. I am not trained at all. Good morning. In less than an hour, aircraft from here will join others from around the world, and we will be launching the greatest aerial battle in the history of mankind. Mankind, that word should have new significance for all of us today. We can't be consumed by our petty differences anymore. We must and we will be united in our common interests. Perhaps it's fate that today is the 4th of July, and you will once again be fighting for freedom from tyranny, oppression, and persecution, and most of all, annihilation. We're fighting for our right to live, to exist. And should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as just another American holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. And today, we're going to celebrate our Independence Day.
Oh, yay!
Thank you.
Good
Thank
job.
you.
Good job. Wow, we're doing acting today. I didn't know.
I guess we're doing acting today. Yeah.
Wow, how neat.
I thought it was a fun game.
Fun. It is neat.
Yeah.
I like it. I enjoy it.
So
I don't
Ryan,
get to act.
what's that?
I don't get to act
Yeah.
anymore. because
Ryan,
I'm-
if you were an acting teacher, what grade do you give that monologue?
you did good.
Give me a letter grade, man.
I don't know. I would say
I'm paying you to
C.
teach me.
You're
A C?
yes.
A C, Ryan. Okay, I probably earned a C.
No, are you trained as an actor?
Not at all.
Okay. I've had like my whole life
Yeah.
to do that.
No, I've been 0% trained.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you teach me the guitar and I will teach you acting.
I don't know the guitar either.
Okay. Well, then I guess we're at an impasse. We've plateaued our relationship
Oh,
as
gosh.
brothers.
No, I've mentioned this before. There is like an alternate reality where I am a theater kid.
Mm-hmm.
That's a dark world. You know that, Ryan? That's a dark, dark world.
It's fun. I love acting.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
But me
I love it.
personally, being in acting is probably a terrible idea.
Why?
You already know how big my ego is.
Yeah.
I could barely fit in this room sometimes.
How is my ego?
Your ego's fine.
Okay. Thanks. Appreciate that.
For an actor especially, not too big.
I'm not paid
Mm-hmm.
like Tom Cruise.
That helps. Did you ever see there was an interview, Harrison Ford, that's his name.
Yes.
There's an interview he did about playing the Red Hulk in that Marvel movie.
I didn't he did?
Yeah, in the new Falcon movie.
I had no
The
idea.
new Captain America, yeah.
See, and
He was the guy playing the Red Hulk. And the president. The president was the Red Hulk. It was weird. And he was asked, like, how do you turn off that part of your brain that says, I'm being silly playing the Red Hulk? And Harrison Ford leans forward. He goes, I hate to break the illusion, but that's what the money is for.
Yeah. It is.
Oh, man.
It really is.
Diana on YouTube, she says it's a cooperative partnership for you two gents.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Good job. Thank
Yes.
you, Diana. Diana Pittman.
Yes. And I'd say that's true. We're cooperating. We're cooperative fellows.
We are cooperative. You're my brother in Christ. and you're my
Teamwork
friend.
and dream work and all that.
Yes.
So, Ryan, now that we've done a little bit of monologuing, what is your favorite monologue? Do you know?
I don't. I
I
really
can tell you
don't.
mine.
What is it?
I forget the name of it off the top of my head. Let me find it real quick here. Log. It's Shakespeare. It's I think it's from the King Henry play.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that we would have 1/1000th for all the men in England who do no work. What? Of the men in England who do. I'll find it. I'll find it.
Okay.
Henry V, Act 4, Scene 3. Yes. The St. Crispin's Day speech.
Uh-huh. And now I'm thinking of Crispin Glover.
Yeah.
Do you know who that is? Crispin Glover,
I do not.
the actor. He played Marty McFly's dad
Oh,
in the Back
okay.
to the Future films.
We'll come back
Very
here in
odd
about
name.
50 seconds.
Okay.
Ryan,
Ooh. What's up, Ezra?
it's a bit too long of a monologue, but I'm tempted to get you to do the St. Crispin Day speech.
Let's hold it till forward it to me and I will. Yes.
It's who is he that wishes so? My cousin Westmoreland? No, my fair cousin, if we are marked to die, we are enough to do our country loss, and if to live, the fewer men, the greater share of honor. That one, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay, 15 seconds. We'll talk about something completely different.
Good. I'm sleepy.
That was Matthew Parker.
Ooh.
here on The Effect with Sam Bowman, Weather Boy.
Former Artist of the Month.
Yes, this is Ezra. I'm here with Mr. Ryan D. Downs. And if you have not been watching us online, you have been missing a world of acting.
We have been.
Yes.
Both Ezra and I have been acting.
We've been playing a game where we've been doing monologues and silly and serious voices.
It's fun.
It is fun.
I miss it. I actually miss acting. I do.
We should get you like a costume and like a, not a stage, but like a curtain to act in front of.
That would be cool.
Yeah, get you to do some of the monologues. To be or not to be?
That is the question.
Yes. Do you know the answer to that question?
I don't.
He decides that it is greater to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all.
Yes. Okay, then I do.
Yes.
It's kind of like when I argue with people about, well, why don't you have any? I do have pets. My mom has a cat and a dog. But I really, it hurts me when pets die, and I don't get pets after that. I haven't because I don't like to. I don't like to experience the loss. It's a family member. I love my pets, and people are like, but you have all that time with them.
Yeah.
That is like a good. But I'm like, I don't want to deal with the loss of them.
But you still know that it is true, that it is better to have loved than lost.
It is.
Than never to have loved at all.
That's and that's the point of the thing. Yes, I should want to have a relationship with a cat or a dog.
Well,
Because
we can even
it's
apply this to
amazing.
people.
Yes.
Like my generation is terrified to love anymore. Like we can couch it in all of these different symptoms like, oh, they're just shopping on the dating apps, right? Or whatever. But the answer is they're terrified to love.
I'm terrified to love.
And it is better to love and lose than to never love at all. It is, in fact, better to try and fail than to never try.
That's the truth.
Or as Yoda would say, there is no try, only do or do not.
Good job.
Thank you.
That is.
I didn't do a funny voice yet today. I had to do one.
That's very good.
Thank you.
Because your President Trump is lacking.
I don't know what it is, but I lost my Trump impression over it.
And it's really good.
Yeah.
I
lost it. It was really good. You see, it doesn't sound right now.
I don't even know who
I
that
can
is.
hear it.
I don't even know who you are.
Right? It does
Who are
not
you,
sound
Ezra?
right even to my own
Yes.
ears. I've lost it. It's gone.
Yes and no.
I may never get it back.
You will.
We had the stars align for a short period of time there, and now it's gone forever.
It's kind of like, and I'm not promoting drinking, but I was really good at beer pong. But there was a sweet spot.
You know what I've been told?
I had to have had so many beers.
Yeah.
And then if I had too many,
You got into a flow state or out of the flow state.
there was a sweet spot
Yeah.
of me playing beer pong. And then it was like up until that point, no one wanted to be my partner. Then they would.
You know what
And
I've been
then-
told, Ryan?
Nope.
That I need to start smoking
Oh no.
to get my voice deeper.
No. You'll lose your voice. It's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want
Don't
to.
do vaping either.
Vaping is way worse. Anyway, we have to close out the show. We're running out of time.
Really? I
Yes.
didn't even know that. Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Oh my!
We've only got 10 more minutes here, and we got to give the people some music. So, Ryan, before we leave,
that's the Carpenters, I think.
what do you think the lesson is from today's program?
God's in control. That's all I can say. I'm just gonna leave you at that because I'm not. And it's taken 49 years.
Well, I think the lesson is we should have Ryan do more monologues.
Well, it'll be fun.
Yes.
You send them to me, and I will memorize them.
We'll do like little YouTube clips of you.
It'll be fun.
We'll get you a skull, and you can do the to be or not to be.
It'll be great. That's Joey Tribbiani from Friends. It'll be great. He
I
does that.
don't think that is, but okay.
No, it is. He says that. It's in the first season.
Oh, and then he never shows up again?
No. It never shows up because it's
It's a bad bit.
no, it's just a lot to explain right now, and we don't have time.
All right. Well, we do have times for some great music, and we've got some good stuff on the way.
Stick a fork in me, I'm done. This
Yes.
is Ryan D. Downs.
We got Kurt R. Kessler on the way, Derek Ryan coming up. But right now, it's Manic Drive with good news right here on The Effect. This is Ezra.
And Ryan D. Downs.
D Downs.
Ooh,
That's fun to say.
it's all fun. Thank you.
All right.
Well, that was a blast. Thank
Yeah.
you, Ezra. I had fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do have a
Jason says
blast.
we should have Yakko spin the wheel of morality.
Yeah, go like from
Warner,
from-
yes.
Yeah.
It's time for Animaniacs.
I love that.
You know they had a revival series? Netflix did it. It wasn't good.
Really?
Yeah, it was just kind of mediocre. They spent too much time making Trump jokes that everyone else had already made.
It's stupid.
See, here's
Not
the thing.
not good Trump jokes. They were bad.
Well, like not even bad. Just everyone else made them already. You know, like they were way behind on the. Like Animaniacs used to have some like cutting edge social humor.
They were cutting
Yeah.
actually social humor.
Exactly.
Yes.
And this time they were just like behind the eight ball.
Already said and done.
Yeah.
Huh.
And that's partially because of how long, you know, the production cycles take nowadays.
Mm. The thing with the funny thing that I was doing, I was putting myself. I was thinking about. I was just thinking how clownish Gavin Newsom.
He is a clown. He's a
And
very
I
silly
was-
person.
Do you know he looks like the evil guy from one of the original Batman films from the 90s.
I think I know what you're referring to.
The Sprex, I forget which one, but he looks like the evil and oh my gosh, it's him. I'm like,
He's just really silly too. I don't know if you saw, but so he sued the Trump admin the other day to regain control of the California National Guard. Trump temporarily federalized it, which is a power the president has when the governor is being stupid.
And the federal judge ruled in President Trump's favor.
Well, so briefly,
And
he
now-
got a lower court judge to say that Trump had to let go of control. Within 20 minutes, it was overturned.
Yeah.
But Gavin spent that entire 20 minutes like trying to tweet dunk on everybody. And it was really sad.
Huh.
And then it got overturned and he had to like walk it all back.
I just don't.
He's such a silly guy.
He's the whole everything, Ezra.
Jason would like us to know that he did the Independence Day monologue as Snagglepuss.
Exit stage left. No, how?
No, you've got it about right. It's exit stage left even.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
Also, he did it as Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh.
Though Randy Savage, it's not the better one. You got to do it as
Snagglepuss.
Snagglepuss. Yeah,
I love Snagglepuss.
Snagglepuss is the better one. Yeah,
Oh, I have to pee.
I guess that's a lesson for today. Snagglepuss is better. We got to get out of here. You've got stuff to do.
Yes.
I've got stuff to
Oh
do.
my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, are we on?
We're still on.
Oh, great. I'm so glad that I had no idea. I just said that I had to go.
You just thought we were yapping
Yeah, I did.
out into the
Wow.
microphone.
I know. That's why I backed off. That's why I took my headphones off. I could have said anything. Oh, Ezra. You know what? Thank you, God, for guarding my thoughts, my mouth. Because
Ryan,
oh,
You're killing me.
praise God. I am.
all right,
Thank
we're
you,
gonna
God.
get out of here before Ryan forgets where he is.
I'm
Thanks everyone for
so-
coming by.
I don't cuss, I promise, but I'm so glad that I didn't.
Yeah, you were about to say some very mean things about the pigeons next door.
And I said stuff about Gavin Newsom. Sorry. I really thought that I was off. I thought we were off. You kept saying that Jason's saying. I thought that he was just like continuing talking to us. Hi, Jason. We love you. Diana, we too.
Ryan, you're killing me. Okay, we got to get out of here. Goodbye, everybody.
I've got to go use the loo. We'll say that.
Yeah.